Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a whip and chat. I'm going to be working on this diamond painting here of this cat and kitten with, a cat with kitten. That's what I wrote. I got this from 80 Colors. They did send me this as a product review and it has 101 colors. Woot woot. So this has actually been a little bit more difficult than normal diamond paintings, mainly because 101 colors. So there is a lot of confetti in this. And it's been taking me about like 3 hours for each of these. I normally work in like this amount at a time, and it's been taking me about 3 hours. Like yesterday I did this square here and it took me 3 hours and 33 minutes, or this rectangle here, and it took me 3 hours and 3 minutes to do. So yeah, it's been slow going, but I'm actually more than halfway done. So yeah. But this is the diamond painting that I've had the most colors ever. I have not done any diamond painting with this many colors. Even my Heaven and Earth Designs diamond paintings have, or my Heaven and Earth Designs cross-stitch conversions have only been about 90 colors. This beats it by like 10 colors. So I'm only gonna do like half of a section. I did measure it, so it's like it is half of the section because I figure if it takes me 3 hours, it's gonna take me an hour and a half. I think this is one of the easier sections. There's a little bit more color blocking than the previous sections, but still, it's gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna zoom you in. There. I think the boxes are giving a little shadow on that part there. So zoom you in here. There. But yeah, lots of confetti. This is, like I said, this seems to be an easier section than the other ones. So I'm gonna start my timer. Oh, I don't know. Folks like to say what pen they're using. I don't know. I have time. I don't remember which pen. But this I actually got from Add More Zest. It's the wood pen. I actually really like it. It's really, really light. And it's not too fat for my hands. I have small hands. So let's see. Start here. Let's see. I'll do this color. That seems the easiest one. It's, I think I might need an extra light. There. All right. So it's been a while since I've done a whip and chat. I actually meant to do this like whip and chat 2 weeks ago. I was supposed to do a whip and chat on this for the Black Friday day, but I did not end up getting a chance to record because I was just so busy. Like, if you heard my last whip and chat, I was talking about how my November is crazy busy, and it was. It was so busy. I was working extra hours. So my November was crazy busy. I had my presentation in the middle of November, which I thought went well enough, I think. At least I wasn't the worst one. There was some poor girl who presented. She looked so nervous, and she sounded nervous. So at least I'll tell myself I was not as nervous as she was. But it's one of those things. It's like doing presentations is like it's not everyone's cup of tea, and I think the folks who are a little bit more outgoing don't understand that, no, this is not like a fun way of showing your work. It might be torturous to some people. So But yeah, I think I didn't do horribly, but so I think that's a plus. See, that's my small ballpark. That's my small benchmark, is like I didn't do horribly. But you know what's kind of crazy is this channel. I think just having this channel has helped my speaking skills. So yeah. So if you're one of those who can't talk in front of people while doing a YouTube channel and just keeping and talking, you're not really talking in front of people. And as long as you kind of you just do it for fun and don't care about what other people think, which is really, really difficult, to not care what other people think, because people can be mean on the internet. But if you're wanting to, I don't know, train your speaking skills, YouTube channel, at least this kind of YouTube channel where you're kind of just doing not like, you don't really have to prepare too much for these videos, like other than I'm diamond painting and perhaps I can talk and diamond paint at the same time. It's a good way, I think, of at least being able to talk in front of people and it not be horrible where you want to throw up. Well, although, you know, I did want to kind of throw up when I did my presentation. I had carpooled with another person at my work, and he was doing a presentation too, and his presentation was before my presentation, and we were like sitting next to each other on the table because we were kind of sitting next to the people we carpooled with, but we were all just kind of like this nerves, like. And then after we were done, one good thing is we were in the earlier presentations, so after we were done, we were like, yeah, you could actually kind of just enjoy the rest of the conference. But yeah, we were a basket of nerves. But okay, so that was sometime mid-November. So also in November, it's the performance evaluation time. All the performance evaluations were due yesterday, December. To the FYI, this is December 3. And so throughout the month of November, I was doing my performance evaluations. I have 9 people. I was doing about 3 a week. 3 a week, and I was like, after I finished my last one on Wednesday, I was just like, I felt so relieved. It was just one thing that was less off of my plate. It's a massive time commitment to write these, and I want to do a good job with it, and I don't want to just regurgitate what the previous supervisor had written. So yeah, maybe I worked too hard. Joan, you worked too hard. Yeah. Maybe I cared too much, but I don't like to half do things. I want to do things well. And yeah, so I was just very happy to just be done with it. So I was telling my folks, I was like, I just need to get past November. And I've been telling you guys, I just was like, I need to get past November. And after November, things will slow down a little bit. Now I can do the things that I pushed off because I had other things to do. Like at my work, since I work in a lab, why can I not speak? We're required to have 8 hours of some sort of safety training. So usually every other year, it's actually first aid training. Unfortunately, that first aid training is a whole day thing, so it gives us our 8 hours of safety training. But unfortunately, this is one of the other years where there is no first aid class, so we have to do these like more smaller trainings that are only worth about like 30 minutes each or something. I haven't done it. I've only done half an hour. No, I know I've done a little bit longer on some other training. I just have to do it. So now, and it's due the end of December because, you know, it's for 2022, right? So now I'm like, okay, I can do that training. And then I also have a recruitment that I'm behind on, so I'm hoping, oh, which one? So that, no, it's this one. It has, where I saw it. So these look actually very similar. I don't know if you can see it. This one just has that little like extra bump right there, and this is the one with extra bump. The one good thing is the canvas is pretty clear. Someone had made a comment before and asked how did I get my scans of my canvas. Like, this is just a scan from the canvas here. How do I get them not to fade? I think that's what their words were. And apparently, what color was I on? It was this one. You know what? But yeah, how do I get it to not fade? And I think a large amount of it is not any technique I do, is the original material, as in how clear is it on the canvas that I was able to scan it really well. So if the canvas itself is not that clear, it's unfortunately just not, no, when you blow it up, it's going to be still not clear. I don't make that much effort to try to enhance the picture, so I get what I get. So I think how the clarity of my scans is just really a product of how clear the original canvas is. So yeah. So I guess it just shows that this canvas is relatively clear, which is a good thing because since with 101 colors, there is so many similar symbols. Like I just showed you where I was trying to figure out if this one was one or the other. There's so many similar symbols, so you kind of have to be able to read it. And I don't use a light pad. I'm sure I might have had an easier time with a light pad, but I don't use a light pad. I actually stopped using a light pad within months of me diamond painting, mainly because I think it was keeping me up, and I diamond paint a lot during the evening, and you know they say there's those where they say you should limit your screen time or something if you want to sleep at night, and I think, yeah, like I said, I think the light pad was keeping me up. So yeah, like I said, done with the performance evaluations. I have to do all the busy work that I've been putting off because of the presentation I had to do and the performance evaluations, and it's like I said, it's such a massive relief to be done. So relieved. I was talking to my coworker and I was telling them, I was like, I'm so relieved. Now I can work on this. And I just kept listing what the stuff I had to work on. And he's like, you know, that doesn't sound like that little of task. And I was like, you know, now that I'm saying how many things that I pushed off so that I can do the evaluations, the presentation, it's sounding like, yep, nope, you're right. I still have a lot on my plate. A hazard sometimes of using like glue dots is it's still too sticky, and it wins in the battle versus canvas versus glue dot. But it does make a nice popping sound, right? Yeah, I'm just, like I said, so relieved to have that done. And I think after maybe the first week or two of December, see, now it's just like, Yeah, how much relief was I getting? It'll be easier. January will be easier because all this other stuff. I'm pretty sure January will be easier. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not as my December is not as bad as my November was. So I think that's all good. So what else? Oh, so last week, was it just last weekend? Last weekend, yeah, I think last weekend. I don't even know anymore. Last weekend was Thanksgiving weekend. My mom had come over because my sister was going to Southern California for a wedding and then spending Thanksgiving with her in-laws. So my mom was with me during Thanksgiving. We did do I think that might be partially why I did not end up doing the recording of a whip and chat for Black Friday, because that was my original plan. Black Friday was supposed to be a whip and chat. Was because my mom came over and she was with me for the whole week prior to Thanksgiving, and we got really into watching a Korean drama, a K-drama, that's what they call them, a K-drama that we found on Netflix that was dubbed. And we just kept watching it. Yes, I know. That's the reason I did not have time to do a whip and chat, is because my mom and I were binge watching Korean drama. And it was one of those dramas that I heard about actually watching the Filipino channel. It's called like Crash Landing Into You. It's really, I highly enjoyed it. And it's also on Netflix, but on Netflix, it does not have a dub in English yet. And it still doesn't have a dub in English. But I saw that it had a dub in Filipino, so that's what my mom and I were watching. It actually kind of felt like we were watching a Filipino drama instead, because they were speaking Tagalog, but yeah, no, my mom and I got really into it. And then after that, she was like, "Oh, is there another one?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'd have to see, the problem is you don't really know whether these K-dramas are dubbed or not until you open it and then you go check at least on Netflix. At least unless someone else knows how to figure out whether these things are dubbed or not. It's hard to know whether they're dubbed or only subtitled and what languages they're dubbed in until you actually start clicking them. So I started clicking things. I was like, nope, that's just in Korean. Nope. So yeah, we binged watched that thing. That thing had like 16 episodes, and each of the episodes were over an hour long. And at least it helps me brush up on my Tagalog. Although I was telling my mom, I was like, I think there was a lot, like, if you ever watch a Filipino drama, well, I don't know, there's a lot of English in it, like English words, because they do speak English periodically, I guess, in the Philippines. And I was telling my mom, I was like, this dubbed version had way more Tagalog than a normal, ordinary Filipino drama. And sometimes I had to ask my mom what certain words meant, because it's just like the word, I just don't know. I just don't. I'm more of a I'm more of a conversational. I know more conversational Tagalog. I don't know. I didn't delve into vocabulary or anything. So I was like, Mom, what does that mean? And she's like, I don't know. But the one good thing is, I left the English subtitles on there, so if I really wanted to, I could look up. But I have a problem where I pretty much watch TV while diamond painting now. So yeah, that's why I have to have the things be dubbed, because I used to be one of those folks who would watch the original and read subtitles, but after becoming a diamond painter, I need it dubbed so that I can diamond paint and watch it at the same time. But yeah, that was, that's what I noticed when the things were dubbed into Tagalog. It was way more Tagalog than normal. They didn't throw in the English words sometimes. So yeah, that Thanksgiving, that's what my mom and I did. We binged. I made turkey. I made the normal American Thanksgiving stuff. I made turkey, stuffing, gravy, mashed potatoes. I made some vegetables, and yeah, turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing. No, I did not do the cranberry sauce. I just never really liked it. And we were always wondering, what do we do with it? I did make cranberry sauce from scratch one time, and I'm like, nope, that's too much effort. I know some people really like the cranberry sauce that's in the can, and it comes out like a jello-y can shape blob. Oh, and I made a flan. I made a flan cake. And I was gonna buy a pumpkin pie, but then I didn't. I could have made it myself. I've made pumpkin pie before. I just, yeah. I actually, like, my coworker actually sent out this message that apparently the Costco near him was, apparently there was a line going out the door to buy the Costco pumpkin pie, and I was like, okay. It's a good thing I didn't go for the Costco pumpkin pie, because I kind of want to buy it. You know, I think I need to go to Costco soon. I might just buy pumpkin pie. Yes, and eat it by myself. But you could actually freeze it, the pumpkin pie, in case you can't finish it all. Because that's what I do sometimes. I buy bagels from Costco and I freeze them. I buy croissants and I freeze them. And I don't buy them at the same time because I don't have that much space in my freezer. But I was like, ooh, I could buy some pumpkin pie, freeze some of it into like sliced chunks or something. Okay, I got, where is my tweezers? I got my glue dot, like, adhesive kind of stuck to it. Okay, that's that one. Okay, this, and I just left my drills in order of DMC, but they're actually relatively kind of in order. If you saw my kitting up, the drills are in relative, like the symbols are in kind of in a order that makes sense. Oh, and FYI, they did send me 829. Oops, they did send me the 829 that was missing, or that it was not missing, but they accidentally had given me round drills, and I saw that it does match what I had in my stash, so I'm not going to bother replacing it. But now I have more. Okay, I have to be careful. That one is actually a different one. And I would not be surprised if I messed up on this, because it just takes a little momentary lapse of brain, and you're just like, oops. because there's another symbol there that looks like this, and they start looking the same, and that's the one. And I was like, oh nope, that's not that one. But since there is so many colors, a lot of confetti in this one. And I thought I picked a relatively easy section to do. Yeah, that's that one. So yeah, had just pretty much a quiet Thanksgiving, and then my sister came by after she got back from Southern California. And my niece is crawling now, like crawling, so you can't just plunk her down anywhere anymore. Oh wait, there's one more, or there's two more, I see. One here, one there. Yep, she's crawling. She has teeth, or teeth are coming out. I don't know, is it really considered teeth yet when... Is it really considered teeth yet when they're not fully out? But they're coming out. This the two bottom, like, teeth. The two bottom front teeth. Okay. I feel like I'm, like, concentrating to get the glue dot's too sticky. And it's not even a new glue dot, it's like a actually kind of old one. Alright. Yep, she's crawling now, has teeth, went on her first flight. I just feel like it was just yesterday she was born. Okay. And then, let's see. And my brother-in-law was like, because when my mom came, she did a lot of framing, like put up a lot of my diamond paintings. He went around my house and was like trying to straighten them all, and I was like, apparently I don't care too much if the frame is not completely straight. But that just, I don't know, that just might be me. He was trying to straighten them all, and I'm like, I don't know, I think you're making it worse for some of them. Okay. This looks like it's the cat's nose. Okay. So yeah, remarkably, I'm able to find the shapes somewhat quickly. So I do like that, because yeah. That's why I've been reluctant to do the diamond paintings with like the 200 plus colors, because I was kind of afraid that all I would be doing is I would just be spending my time looking for the drill container instead of actually diamond painting. But I think it's one of those, like, once you kind of remember where to like put your hand, like, it'll be like, oh, it's over there, you find the things relatively quickly. But yeah, no, I've been reluctant to do one of those. I'm like, Yeah, well, I just spend all my time looking for the drill bottle instead of diamond painting. It would be really fun to kit those up, though. So they're actually, I don't know if you can hear it, they're actually plowing the roads. Oh, yeah, I didn't mention that it snowed. Yay! I don't know. I don't know if it's a yay. It snowed during, oh, it's making that sound. It snowed this week, or it'll be last week for you. It snowed last week, and we're like lowland Washington state, so, well, at least I'm in lowland Washington state, so we don't normally get the snow. Not like, you know, the mountains and places like that, and this was one of those lowland snow type of things. So it's really pretty outside. It snowed a lot last night. Yesterday, it was actually like yesterday, like most of the snow was gone. Like it snowed on Tuesday, which Tuesday of last week for me, or last week for you. Tuesday for me. FYI, I'm recording this on Saturday, before this video is getting posted. It snowed. It snowed on Tuesday. Actually, started snowing on Tuesday, and Wednesday there was actually a good amount of snow around. And then Thursday Thursday it didn't really snow. And so I had, yeah, by Thursday most of it was kind of melted already, and Friday pretty much all of it was almost melted. But then it started snowing Friday afternoon, or more like late afternoon, and then throughout the night. So then I wake up this morning and I'm like, oh, look, so much snow. There's probably like I don't know, like several inches of snow. And it's more snow than all of the other times. So this one was the biggest snow portion. So there was this morning I was like, huh, there's an actual snowplower coming around, because the last time it snowed was actually in December 26th of 2021. December 26th of 2021. I think that's the last time it snowed enough that you would want to plow. And since it was December 26th, plowing never happened, at least in the residential areas. Like, it just never happened. But it looks like they're plowing today, so I think they were able to find people to plow, because, I mean, trying to find people to plow on December 26th, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, looks like they're plowing, and I'm in a residential area. They didn't even bother last December to plow, so I'm surprised. I was like, hey, look. I wake up this morning and I hear deek, 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 and that's the plower, like, going backwards. I wonder if it's just like a matter of funding, like my area actually was like, last year we didn't have anyone plowing. We're gonna pay people this year. I don't know. We should do the plowing. Because, yeah, like I said, I'm in, I guess, considered the lowland area, so we don't normally get the snow. Like I said, the last time was December 26th-ish, in like the week of that, and it was pretty, and then it melted. And then that was the extent of our snow time. I don't know if it's gonna snow again more this year. So this year, like, I think, like, I was talking to someone, and I was like, and we were talking that this year, at least where we live, like, it went from like the 70s to like the 50s in a 1 week period. So we didn't have this, like, or like not the 70s, it went from like the 70s to like the 40s and 50s. And so we didn't have this transition period like where it just like it was slowly getting colder. It was like, oh, it's still relatively warm, bam, it's raining, snowing, it's below, it's in the 40s. And so I think because we were talking about how I was like, I feel like it's a lot colder this year, and that's where we were talking about that it was because we just never had that transition of the like maybe 60s for a while, and that's why the cold just felt more cold. Maybe. All right. So I think I'm running out of things when I'm starting to talk about weather, but I mean, I just heard the snowplower, and I was looking out my window, and they were walking by, passing by. Okay, this is gonna be the part that starts getting hard because it's a lot more confetti. Confetti! They finish up the nose. So, let's see. Stuff to talk about. Well, currently, let me refresh the page. YouTube news, I guess. Well, my YouTube channel update, in case you guys are curious. So I'm actually very, very close to having 1 million views. I'm at 987,075 views. So about 13,000 views left to get to 1 million views, which is like awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, that 1 million views. Oh man, did I miss that? I've already done that color. Which is like, I'm so close to getting to 1 million views. So I think I'll hopefully get to 1 million views by this month. So we will see. If I can't see, I was just talking about how fast it is to find the shapes, and now I'm like, where is it? If I get about the same amount of views I've been getting, I should hopefully get to 1 million views sometime next week. And I actually mean next week for you guys, because yeah, I'm thinking it'll take a little bit more than a week or two. It might take, yeah, to get to the 1 million views. So we'll see. 1 million views sounds like a massive accomplishment, getting 1 million views. I know some bigger YouTubers, not diamond painting related, but they can get 1 million views for one video. But yeah, no, I'm one of those, get 1,000 views here, 1,000 views there, and they do add up eventually to 1 million views. So I'm almost there. And I'm almost close to 5,000 subscribers. Right now I'm at 4,909. So, what is that? 91 more subscribers to get to 5,000 subscribers. So I think, yeah, this might be doable. Both the 5,000 subscribers and 1 million views by the end of December, I think. I think I'll get to 1 million views before I get to 5,000 subscribers, just because my subscriber count is one of my slower metrics. Maybe because I don't ask for subscribers. So if you're watching this and you're still watching 40 minutes in, thank you. Consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. But yeah, almost close to 5,000 subscribers and close to 1 million views. And I also recently got to 250,000 watch hours, which is crazy. That means if each of my videos were like an hour long. So pretend it's like an hour long drama. They've been viewed 250,000 times. So thank you guys. And I would not be able to get to that many views, subscribers, and watch hours without you guys watching. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying the channel. Okay. Ooh, any more of this one? And that's enough of my YouTube news. Let me do questions. I made my computer I made the font of my computer really big so I could read it from because my computer's like all the way over there and I could read it from afar. Why can't I find things? I'll just do this one since I saw it first. Okay. Ooh. Alright, it's this one. Because there's actually both of these. One has 2 lines and one has 1 line. Okay. It's a little bit easier. Yeah, I could. And they're right next to each other. Like, here's the one with the 2 lines, here's the one with the 1 line. So yeah, questions. Okay. So Nancy asked, okay, so this is in one of my older videos. So I do still see your comments if you comment on an older video. I don't see your comment as easily if you reply to a comment. It's, for whatever reason, it doesn't, it's not as easy for me to find those comments. So if I never responded to you because you replied to a comment, I apologize. But so Nancy asked in my one of my Heaven and Earth Designs explaining videos. She asked, I'm curious, how would you calculate for rounds? So the only real difference between the rounds and the squares is the canvas size, I guess. And the canvas size, because otherwise you're still going to have the same amount of round drills. You're still going to have the same amount as the square drills, as round drills, because it's still a pattern. But the canvas size will need to be a little bit bigger. So if you multiply the amount of stitches by 0.28, because each drill of a round drill is 2.8 millimeters or 0.28 centimeters. If you multiply the amount of stitches by 0.28, you should be able to see how many centimeters of canvas you need in both directions. So yeah, you need to go slightly bigger canvas for the rounds, but it'll still be the same amount of drills. And that's why some folks do a square versus a round, is because in the same amount of canvas area, you're going to have more drills. So it'll just be more like, it's like more pixels per area, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's how you would calculate it for rounds. All the amount of drills are the same, just the canvas will be different. All right. So Crafty Newton made a comment on one of my unboxings with a mystery diamond painting, and she's guessing some kind of flowers. So I'm sorting my comments that I have not responded to by contains questions. So if there's a question mark, it might pull it up in this here. Yeah. It was actually one of the first times I opened up a mystery diamond painting, and I was like, I have no idea what it is. Sometimes you can kind of see what the pattern is and figure out, like, yeah, it's gonna be that, but this one was like, not sure. Okay, Jill asked, can you buy, wait, where can you get these? Okay, so in an unboxing, she asked where I could get these. I do link the items I show in unboxings in the description. If I have the link, it will be in there. So just check out the video description. It should be there. And then she also asked if, and in a different video, whether it can be bought on Amazon. And a lot of things can be bought on Amazon. It just will be a little bit tougher, I think, to search for it. But, and because there's a lot of different companies that make diamond paintings of the same picture, and they will not all match each other. So the end result might be a little different. So thank you, Jill. So Teresa asked, what will you seal the coasters with? I did some very similar, but I wasn't sure what to use. So during the summer, I've been sealing my, well, the more warmer days. That's what we'll go for, the warmer days. Because it was not just the summer. I was sealing pretty much everything I was sealing with a spray sealer, primarily Krylon Glitter Blast. Unfortunately, with the winter temperatures, I just said it snowed, they're plowing. With the winter temperatures, the spray sealers will never, like the sealing things will, since spray sealers have some sort of fumes, I was always doing it in the garage, and unfortunately, the temperature is too cold, so when you spray it, it will kind of remain tacky and will not completely solidify. I don't know if that's the right word. Dry. Will not completely dry. So I've been using a liquid sealer. I was using Liquitex Professional's Clear Acrylic Sealer. I think that's what it's called. And it's okay. I prefer the spray sealers. So my problem with the liquid sealers, especially for the non-canvas items, is that it can pool underneath the item and then stick the item to, because I've been sealing on top of cardboard. I might stop that and just start sealing on top of plastic, a plastic, big plastic bag. I have one that I kept, I have one like really big one that I kept from my furniture like box or something. And I've been sealing on top of that instead of the cardboard, because I was finding is while it was drying, some of the sealer kind of pulled to the bottom of the item and started sealing the item to the cardboard box. But yeah. So I think, yeah, that might be one of the reasons I don't like sealing too much. But then I was talking to my coworker, and her husband works in like carpentry or something, or construction. He's good with the stuff, like making cabinets and stuff like that. And I was telling her that she was asking if I was going to bring any Christmas diamond paintings to work, and I was like, yeah, there's one I want to do, but I have to seal it, but I don't like sealing. I was telling her I don't like sealing because I have to now use the more non-toxic sealers. Yes, like the spray sealers are more toxic, and that's why you should do it in the garage. So, but then I was telling her, since it's too cold, the stuff doesn't dry in the garage, so I have to use my liquid ones, so because they don't have the fumes. My liquid ones that are more like Mod Podge, my Liquitex, they're not the fumey ones. And she told me that if I have an extra bathroom, which I do, I live by myself and I have 2 bathrooms in my house, that I should seal it, spray seal it in the bathroom, and then leave the fan on in the bathroom, and then close the door and just leave it in there with the fan on for however long you think you need. And I was like, huh, that might work, because I actually, like, you know, inside the house, it is heated. My house, you know, I'm not trying to live in cold. I run the heater, so it is within the temperature range of the sealant. And I'm trying that out now. I actually have something in the bathroom right now, drying. We will see. So, but yeah, I would recommend, if it's not hot, if it's not too cold or not too hot where you're at right now, to do the spray sealer. My favorite is the Krylon Glitter Blast. Probably my second favorite is the Patricia Nemox Gloss Sealer, which I got from Walmart. But pretty much a large amount of the spray sealers do tend to work, except the one that I did not like at all, and I completely do not recommend it at all, is there's a Krylon Triple Thick Glaze or something. I think that's what it's called. I was hoping it was in here, but I think it's in the garage. But it was like Krylon Triple Thick Gloss or something. I did not like it. That one was like spray paint instead of a that one was more like clear spray paint as opposed to a sealer, and it didn't really do anything to it. It dulled the shininess, and then I don't even think it sealed anything. I think it was just a clear spray paint, not a sealer. So I don't recommend that. But if you're gonna go liquid, I actually like the Minwax Polyacrylic Gloss. And then you could usually buy that at like a home improvement store, at least in the US. If you're in the US, if you're outside of the US, I have no idea. So you probably have some sort of home improvement store and just get one of the clear gloss sealers, and they should work, but I would suggest testing a small section and see if you like it. But yeah, clear spray paint does not really do anything to anything. All right. Thanks, Teresa. JY asked, let's see. The penguin is cute. Hey, your nail color change is gorgeous. I zoomed in, you have a design on your nail color. Would you do a tutorial on how you did it? Just asking for myself. Also, this is probably different than what was on that video, but I have, so if you were watching my channel for a while, you probably noticed I did not paint my nails. My nails were just pretty much bare until I got someone asked me to do a video, a PR package for Madame Glam, and it was gel nail polish. And I had never done a gel nail polish manicure in a salon by myself or anything, so that was the first time I've tried that. And let me tell you, the gel stuff stayed really, really, really well. And it looked really, really nice on camera. So I just kind of kept going with the nail polish, and I was using the 3 colors I got from them pretty much. But then I started, it was just, the problem with gel nail polish is that it stays too long. Or not stays, but it just stays. It's difficult to remove gel polish. And I tried the whole soaking it in acetone. And that does not always work. And then I also had this like thing that you can put on top of the gel to help dissolve it, and that stuff does work, but I just felt like I was destroying my nails using this gel polish stuff. So I was trying to look for an alternative. I was like, maybe I should just do regular nail polish, you know, the stuff that will dissolve in acetone right away. And then I think at some point in my search, I saw the nail wraps. So that's what this is. This is nail wraps. So they're pretty much stickers. And I've only tried cheap ones from Amazon. There are the nail wraps that are like $15 a pop. And I can't bring myself to try them. I just can't. So, because I'm like, I'm not spending $15 for a short period of time of nail things. So, and I'm sure you're like, oh, it's much cheaper than you going to the salon and nail salon. And I'm like, well, did I ever go to the nail salon? No. So I tried the nail wraps, which is pretty much at least the cheapo versions of it from Amazon. I got some cheap ones during one of the Prime Day events, and it was like 14 of them, I think, for $6.99 or something like that. And I've only done it about 4 times, the nail wraps. So the first 2 times I did the nail wraps, I had used the gel top coat over it, and that stuff was actually pretty easy to take off. So I think that might be the way I'm going, is to do, oh, and then I saw that you could get a top coat that's not the gel where you have to put it in the UV. So currently what I have on my fingers is the hard as nails top coat, and that does not require UV to dry, and it does not last as long, because this is the second time I've done the hard as nails top coat. So when I was doing the gel with the nail stickers, I could have kept that on there for like probably 3 weeks. I only kept it for a little bit less than 3 weeks, but I probably could have kept it on for like 3 weeks if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, nail grows. But then and it was actually relatively easy to remove, because I would just kind of peel, like I would just kind of pick out at the edges, and I was using oil to remove it, so it was, I thought, it was a lot easier to remove, and then I would just peel it off with the oil. So, but yeah. So I'm still like a massive novice in the whole nail thing. I watched a couple YouTube videos, and my problem with a lot of the YouTube videos is, and it's like these folks were using like $15 nail wraps, and I'm like, where is the folks that are just using the cheapo ones from Amazon? I'm not gonna buy $15 for a nail wrap. I'm just not. But all the tutorials were for like the $15 ones, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to kind of use what they said on the cheapo ones and see if it works. And it does work, kind of. I think the cheapo nail stickers are a little thicker than the more expensive ones, so it's not as easy, I think, to apply them. But it's worked out. I mean, like, this one here I got in a pack of 14 nail wraps for like $4, and they were all Christmas themed, so, and that's why I was just using my non-gel top coat, because I'll just replace them every week as opposed to every other week, so that I could get more than Christmas ones. But yeah, this is just pretty stickers that are fingernail shaped. I bought more. It's in this room, that's why I was showing it. It's kind of just like nail stickers. I bought more. This is like going to be in an unboxing, because I was just going to show it, but I might return these because my nails are not this big. Like, look at how huge this thing is. Like, I'm like, okay, maybe am I like, whose finger does that fit? So, or are my fingers, I do have small hands, so I might return these, even though I'm like, looking, I'm like, like, will I fit? Will I fit? But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm using. And then I just put a base coat and a top coat on them. And perhaps when I feel like when I have done it like a couple more times, maybe I'll show. I don't know, will folks be interested in me struggling to put nail wraps on? But yeah, I'm doing it right now. I have my Christmas version here. I did mess up on this one. So yeah, still trying to figure things out. Like, I messed up on this one. I touched it too early, and then the problem is, yes, patience in letting these things dry. That's the one thing with the gel nail polish, is since you have to cure it under the light, it's pretty much dry almost immediately after that. But then, you have to do the whole light thing. So yeah, I think it's been kind of my like new thing where since I'm a hand model on this channel, I've been doing the nail wraps. I'm not sure if I like the multiple. This was like, in this pack, this was just actually one pack, and it had a whole bunch of it was like a different like Christmas pattern thing. And I don't know if I like the multiple different kind of things. I think I might be boring and just like, I want them all to match. But I think I was like, for Christmas, I'll do this. For like the weird holidays, I don't know about if it's a weird holiday, but for the holidays, I will make it a little bit more festive instead of boring, like all the fingers are the same kind of thing. But yeah, this is my Christmas kind, and yeah. I'm trying to stop myself from buying more, because I like that one that I just showed you, that's 14. If I leave them on for 2 weeks, 14 is a lot already. That's gonna last me several months. So I don't need to keep buying more packs as long as they're more the neutral ones that can go on for whenever. But yeah, it's kind of like, why am I buying more diamond paintings? I have plenty. It's the same thing. But yeah, see, I told you each square was taking me like 3 hours long, so this is half a square and I'm already an hour in. Okay, so arrows. So thank you, JY. Okay. So Amber, and this is in my D-stash video, asked me, said, I love your organization and how you store your thumbnails. How do you get all the tiny pictures? I actually made a video of that, which when I respond to your comment, I will put the link into the video. It's pretty much, I use the snipping tool and make a snip of the picture from the website, and then I save the picture, and then I print all the pictures wallet size from my computer. And there's just like, it just came with Windows. I don't know what you have. Everyone's computer setups are different. It came with Windows to be able to print the pictures 9 to a page wallet size, and that's what my thumbnails is. And then the organizing sleeves are baseball card holders, and it's just in a binder. So just down arrow, down arrow. I wonder how many times I've messed up on this. Let's see. So yeah, made a video about that. Next color, let's see, I'm gonna do this one because I see it. So yeah, if you're not into confetti, this is not diamond painting for you. I don't mind confetti. So, and I actually like computer generated images because I feel like they match the original image the most. Hand charting can look really awesome, but then it starts deviating from the original artwork a little bit. While while computer generated ones, if you just walk away from it, it will look closer to the original image. So, there, did I get everything? Nope, I missed this one. I also noticed when I was diamond painting this that the symbol color on the canvas, it does not match the drills. So it was one of those like, oh, I see it looks pink here, and then I put it on, I'm like, it's green, okay. And I did, because I was kind of paranoid that I was like, oh my gosh, did I kit these things wrong or something? I did go into my stash and look for like the DMC number, and it really is that. It really is that color. It's just on the canvas, I think maybe to make the symbol easier to read, it's not exactly the same color, which I'm fine with. It makes it more of a surprise when it comes together, right? Instead of like you looking at the canvas and it looks almost finished because the canvas looks exactly like the picture is gonna look. I'm okay with it being a little bit different because then the picture like comes alive while you're doing it, as opposed to you just covering the original image. Okay. got that one. Let's see, upside down H. The one thing is, this is one of those ones that I'm not going to turn around. I'm gonna always diamond paint this right side up, because I do have a tendency to turn my diamond paintings around for easier accessibility or something. Accessibility, to easily reach the portions. But with this one having so many symbols, I don't think I could do that, because it's hard enough finding the symbols and then having to turn, like what I normally do is like I would just turn this in the same orientation as what's on the canvas to verify. But man, I already did that one and I missed that. To verify, since I remember where this is. I swear most of my trash is actually just me not knowing how to put drills back into containers. But that's okay. I have spares. I really bank on my having spares. Like, I don't worry about running out of things. I don't worry if a color is missing. I will still like complain to the companies that the color is missing, and if I get them, yay. If I don't get them, it's fine. I'll be able to still diamond paint it. But I just do that mainly to, I kind of consider the whole like contact the company and say something is missing, even though you really don't, and ask them to send it, even though you don't really need it. Is just one of those things that I use as a, like, you know, kind of keep them accountable for any, you know, any QC problems, quality control problems. Okay. I think this one I haven't gotten this that often. So I don't have this like, ooh, it's over there. Sometimes I have to look at the canvas and try to find it, but it's not popping, so I'll try a different one. That one. I found that one right away. All right. Thank you, Amber. So, Cookie Lou. So this is in my D-stash video also. Let's see. She said, I know, or I don't know if it's, this person said that I know a lot of us find DPing good for relieving stress and anxiety and to help focus, and that's what I do. I actually diamond paint more the more stressed out I am. And it's really helpful for me. So, has anyone thought of donating to psychiatric hospitals? So you know, I might not respond to comments right away, but I do read them if they pop up on my phone. I had read this and I have still not responded to it, sorry. But I tried to look up my local psychiatric hospitals and I couldn't really find like one that was near me. So, but that is a good thought. I mean, I don't know if they were hospitals. I would probably have to call them. They sounded more like, you know, doctor offices as opposed to a psychiatric hospital, but I would probably have to call them. But that is a good idea. So, yeah. Cookie said that this is close to her, I'm sorry, I don't know what gender you are, heart, since you spent time in a psychiatric hospital and look forward to crafting time. Yeah, no, like I said, I looked it up. Like the whole reason I'm even donating to the nursing home, because I had mentioned that I was thinking of donating to a senior center, and then someone told me to look into women's shelters, and I did look into women's shelter nearby, my local one, and they're not accepting this type of donation, but they had a link on their website to another charity that would accept a bigger variety of donations, and that's where I got to the nursing home charity that donates, that was looking for craft kits for nursing homes. So that's how I ended up finding it. But thank you guys for all your suggestions, because I do read them. I do research lots of them, and if I continue doing this channel, I'm just going to gain more and more diamond paintings, because it's kind of crazy how many diamond paintings you can get doing a YouTube channel, and reality is I just don't have the time to finish them all. So finding places to donate the diamond paintings will probably be something I will have to do in the future. I also went and looked into donating to senior living centers too, because I see some of them have craft time too, in case they I haven't gone and drove them to the charity yet, but in case the charity is like, nope, we can't accept that many diamond, because in the end I'm donating more than 60 diamond paintings. Yes, you heard me right, 60, more than 60. I think it ended up being about 68 diamond paintings, and because I have too many, in case they don't want them all, I might see about donating them to a senior center, not a senior center, a senior living center. And the main reason I'm not going for like schools or anything like that is I just don't think my taste in diamond paintings are children, not like, I don't know if children would like my taste in diamond paintings. I might be wrong, but I'm not like doing cartoons, and I'm not doing like, yeah, I'm not like doing cartoons or characters and things. So only so many people might want to do the flowers and things like that. So that's why I was mainly going for charities that will donate it to older folks, not like adults at least, that I would think that would enjoy the diamond paintings that I choose. Because I don't want to, I guess I could, if the reason I'm getting the diamond paintings for the PR projects are to donate instead of me possibly doing them, I could expand the type of diamond paintings I get. But all the diamond paintings I get, I have this whole plan that I would eventually do it or something. I just don't have the time, because at some point I liked them enough to get them. So but yeah, thank you for the suggestion. I did see some of the hospitals in Seattle, so that could be a thing too. But in my area, I didn't see anything in in a search. So thanks, Cookie, for the question or suggestion. So Gray Lagrin asked, for the vinyl storage, could you put the drills on the other side? So this was in my video where I think, see, it's an older video. I had unboxed my vinyl roll holder that I use to store my bigger canvases. And I guess you could put drills on the other side. I'd just be worried about, drills are heavy. I'd just be worried about the weight and whether the brackets that the vinyl holder could take the weight. Because if you think about, rolls of vinyl are probably not as heavy as drills. So they're probably not made to hold the drills. But for all I know, these things are much stronger than you think. So you probably can, especially if you're only putting in 50% of the canvas drills in there as opposed to all of them. But yeah, that's the only reason I did not put the drills in there, is because I'd be afraid of the weight. Okay. Okay, there it is. I'm like, where is it? So Stephanie asked, where did you get the diamond painting from? I get them from so many places that you'd have to be more specific. But you could get diamond paintings if you're starting out diamond painting. And just want to see if this is a craft you like. You could try Amazon. You could even buy, I did just recently buy some Christmas diamond paintings from Michaels that were 16 by 20s, and they were only like $14.99 regular price. And I had a 30% off coupon, and I wish I waited like 2 days, because today I looked at Michael's and there's a 40% off coupon, so I could have gotten them even cheaper. But that's okay. They're on the way. And so yeah, I would suggest, Amazon, Michael's, Joan's or something, just to test out whether you like it or not before you go down the crazy rabbit hole of, like me, having so many diamond paintings. But yeah, I had to wait. And this is a question in my stash video, my de-stash video. There's just way too many. I can't link them all. But I was saying like where everything was from. So Betsy asked, how did you find this facility? So this is in the same de-stash video. I've already kind of explained the rabbit hole I went through to find the facility. It was mainly someone suggested one, I found one, and it moved. Yeah, so that's how I found this. I'm not actually donating to the facility. I'm donating to a charity that is going to distribute it to the nursing homes. Otherwise, the normal who I'm donating to is like a church. Like, I don't know if it's a church, but they have like services, Sunday services or something, and they also get a bunch of donations for. And I was reading it, the place also gets a bunch of the donations, and then I think every other week or once a month, I don't know if it was once a month, they kind of just open their doors for folks to just be able to take the donations for free. So I was reading reviews for the place, and that's what they do. And I was like, that's nice. take the donations, have one place where folks can just get the stuff for free. Although I was reading some of them, they were like, it's crazy during those times. I was like, nope, that's... But yeah, that's how I found it. So Andrea, in one of my unboxings, asked, can I please give measurements in inches too? I can. The main reason I use centimeters is that they are closer, because the companies probably print these to centimeter specifications. If I remember, I'm so used to measuring in centimeters that I might forget, but I will if I remember to flip it around and show the inches. It's just a matter of habit. I just have to do it a couple times and then I'll do it all the time, right? I'll show the inches too, although the inches will be a lot more estimates as opposed to exact ones, because like I said, the diamond paintings are mainly in like printed in centimeters. And I think the longer you diamond paint, the more used to centimeters you get. Like, but yeah, I'll see if I, like I said, it's one of those habits that I've done so many unboxings already and things like that, that you get used to kind of doing the same thing over and over when you're doing your unboxings, and it'll just be a matter of me kind of changing a habit a little bit. So it might not be all of them, but I'll try to trickle it in. Thanks, Andrea. Laurel asked, didn't you say you would do a Heaven and Earth Designs and Rounds? Have you tried it yet? And do you have a video? Just curious. No. Nope, it has not happened yet. I did just, I still have like a couple colors left that I'm trying to get for, I think I have like 6 or something colors left to be able to have all the drills necessary to start it. But I do have my canvas that I got from AliExpress, and I might not end up using the canvas because I saw another YouTuber, Diamond Painting Within the Lines. She has this new way of doing a Heaven and Earth Designs, and she said at some point that she had done it for rounds, so I'm kind of curious how she does the rounds. She hasn't come out with the video yet. I have like ideas after watching her video. But I might... Hey, but by the time that video comes up, it might be... I will have tested out her way in a square, and we'll see about doing it in the round. I'm gathering the items I need to test out her method, which I'm not gonna really explain because it's her method and I don't... And she did ask YouTubers to not show the method on the channels until like, I don't know, I think it was February next year, and I totally support that. She did a lot of the groundwork and I support that, because in the end, if it ends up being a much easier way of doing Heaven and Earth designs, then I thank her. But like I said, I'm gonna test it out, but I won't explain it. That's what I'm gonna test it out. You might see it on the channel, and I'll just send it off to you, to her video, but I will not do any explanations whatsoever. But but that'll be a little bit. I'm still trying to finish up this one. This one here. I'm actually pretty close to being done. I think pretty close to being done. I think I'm almost to 80% done now, so I'm gonna finish that up before I try other things. But then, you know, you get excited by the new way do the new things. So yeah, we'll see. I'm still waiting for stuff because I'm still gathering stuff. But most of the stuff that I'm gathering, it's going to actually be delivered next week or this week for you guys. So, because during the anytime I buy anything on Amazon, if they have that option of you getting slower shipping and then they'll give you like digital credit, I will take the digital credit. Do you know how many movies I've watched on Amazon for free using digital credit? So, yeah, I take the digital credit. So sometimes my purchases on Amazon take a while. Like I just got some of my Black Friday stuff just yesterday. So I'm actually gonna unbox it, and my plan is it'll be the video from yesterday. So yes, I haven't recorded it yet. But just because this is gonna be on Wednesday, and that video that I'm talking about, my Amazon Black Friday stuff, will be on Tuesday. So assuming, yeah, it'll be Tuesday. So it will have been yesterday's video. So you'll have seen the diamond painted related stuff that I bought during Black Friday. And one of the things I bought was something to implement the diamond painting within the lines. Heaven and Earth Designs strategy way of her doing it. S. I know it's here. I was like, I know it's on this side. So nope, have not done it. The rounds yet. Like I said, I have a couple colors I still need, because I did not buy any of my colors for my rounds. Those are all from my stash or the stuff Jeanette sent me. So in the end, that if I do end up diamond painting the stuff with my stash, that will be probably one of the cheapest ones that I have done, because I just paid for the pattern. And I bought the canvas though, but that's okay. I kind of enjoyed using the pattern keeper and doing the thing on a blank canvas, and I might still do stuff doing the pattern keeper. Let's see. No, this is one of the bigger ones, yeah. I was like, I know it's in one of the bigger containers. So Miss Yankee, let's see. In my unboxing, she asked if the rack would come in handy. I think this was, I do so many unboxings, and I don't know if you know, sometimes the unboxings are already maybe 2 or 3 weeks old before they're actually even on the channel, because I have too many. But I think that's the video where I got this rack with like baggies that were on this, like, was on baggies that were on like this, I don't know how you would call it, like hanging on like this thing. I don't know if I was looking and I was like, I don't know how to use this. So nope, I have not tried it out yet. And I don't really like diamond painting from baggies, so I don't know if that would be a way of wanting to do. I just was curious what it was, and that's why I got it. So Becky asked, actually just 4 hours ago, so a new question, and the last question that's on my questions is, Becky wants to diamond paint a photo of her mom's dog. Do you have a recommendation? So the only time I've done a photo of a animal was from Coup Deals, and that was when I did my sister's dog, and I thought it turned out pretty nice. So I haven't done customs too much anywhere else, so I don't really have any other reference. So it's like one of those, like, I haven't done enough customs that I can't tell you where how other places do things. But my Coup Deals one turned out pretty nice. So, and when I respond to this comment, I will send a link to the video where I finished it, so that you can check it out if that's the kind of rendering you want. And that's the last question. So I'm actually almost finished. So let's just do the little tiny things here. I'm just making sure I'm on the right one, because there's a whole bunch of these triangles. So I'm like I said, almost done. Went a little bit over my 1 hour and 30 minutes that I thought I was gonna do, but it's probably because I'm talking. Stop talking. Okay. And I probably would have finished this faster if I wasn't busy talking. Let's see. Lots and lots of confetti. Right there. And I know that one is at the end. I only need very little of this one. There. Don't need to put anything back. Okay. I only need one. This one. And then this one, I need one. And that's a piece of trash anyways. So there you go. This one. Need that one there. This one, I need two, I think. Okay, everything else looks kind of like onesies. Okay. Diamonds are like here. Is it the diamonds? No. Oh, the diamonds are here. Right there. And at the end, I'll zoom out so you can see the progress made so far. Diamond. No, that's not that one. No, that's not that one. Well, I see this one, so I might as well do that one first. There. And I need one of these. So yeah, at the end, you're just kind of just filling out the ones that you only need like one, or like the ones that you missed, because it's very easy to miss. Easy to miss. Okay. And then since I'm doing the triangles, here's this triangle. Just need one there. This triangle. Need one right there. I'm pretty sure I did Z already, but I missed this one. T. W. But yeah, I think you spend a lot of time just filling in the gaps. There. Okay, that's the up arrow. Right there. This one. Right there. Just one right there. That one and that one. There. Okay, that's that one. The arrow, the triangle dot up there. Oh, might have another one right there. This one. But yeah, I think if I were to do one of those 200 color ones, I'd spend just all the time looking for drills, right? That's why I tend to do the bigger ones. I mean, this, it might be taking me longer than the 3 hours because I'm doing a smaller section, so these onesies might have been more like 2Zs if I did the whole thing. So this looks like it's the last one. All right. Let me get my little roller here. Nice to hear the crunching. Okay. You are zoomed in, so let me zoom out a little bit. Oops, stop the timer here. Move the storage containers. And let's move you up. There. So far, that is how much I've finished here. I think it's coming along really nice, look. You can see the eyes. See the eyes. This was actually probably the easiest part here. This was a lot of color blocking of just 939 and 310. But yeah, I think it's coming along. It's looking very cat-like. Look at the eyes. The colors of the eyes, awesome. Here. And this is my tiny little section that I just did here. All right, so that's all I have for today. Thank you for keeping me company while I diamond painted this. And thank you for watching and happy diamond painting. Bye.